That's a dope intro song. Anyway, welcome back to the Come On You Know podcast. I'm your host, Des. And, I have like 2 million subscribers, and every single one of them sends me requests for what to do a show about. And today's show is about rejection. And more specifically, if you are holding on to someone that you want to have a relationship with and they don't want you. So how in my infinite wisdom, I will give you my opinion about that, what to do, what not to do, and what I think about it. So anyway, I don't have 2 million subscribers. That was a joke. I think I have, I don't even know how many I have. I'm probably in a negative. I'm probably people that left. But anyway, so rejection and wanting a relationship with someone that doesn't want you, it's rejection is, in my opinion, it's bad for the soul but good for the character, if that makes sense. So rejection is a thing, but to me it's also just not getting something that you want, and we just see it as being rejected, but really in its essence, to me, it's just not getting something that you want. And in turn, we say we were rejected. But I think of it like this. If we got everything we wanted, we wouldn't value anything. So that's why I think rejection is bad for the soul, but good for the character, because it builds character. It's like, hey, I know we've all met a person that, kids that are spoiled, adults that are spoiled, people that have, gotten everything that they wanted, and they don't value things as much. Rejection is not a thing to them because they don't either get rejected or they end up just receiving stuff that they want, people, things, materials, stuff like that. Anyway, I am, well versed in rejection. I've been rejected by people, jobs, things, I don't know, animals, you know what I'm saying? Plants. So, I know a little bit about rejection or not getting what I want, and I have a pretty decent character. It makes me value the things that I have, the relationships that I have, the stuff that I have worked hard for or maintained, in a sense. But anyway, so I'm getting a little off track. So back on track, so I don't be whack. Being rejected, I'm gonna turn this into it's gonna be like I'm going down the relationship road. So I'm talking in terms of relationship. So wanting someone that may not necessarily want the same thing that you want with you, and how to deal with that. How to deal with that is just really in its essence, it is what it is. If you know what's going on, then you have to put your if you're an adult, because this could happen to at any age, teenage love and stuff like that. But if you're an adult, you got to put your adult hat on and say, hey, this is the situation. Just like if you were applying to a job. I hate to talk about relationships like jobs, but essentially, like, it is one. They can be one. A date turns into an interview. A relationship turns into a duty, right? Just like a job. But anyway, like, it's just like a job. If you don't get hired for the job that you want, then you just don't. You don't keep applying, or you can, I guess, because maybe it wasn't the right time. But a lot of times, like, when it comes to people liking people, you can't force it. You know what I mean? You just got to go with the flow. It sucks. It's not great, but in essence, you got to think about it. It's like you just not getting something that you want. And really, that is, I'm going down another road. I'm going down the side trail, the bike trail right now. But in essence, you gotta look at it as what causes pain. And I don't mean like, you know, somebody punching you in the face. I'm talking about like emotional pain. Emotional pain, and just hear me out. Emotional pain, I guess you have no choice but to hear me out because I'm the only one talking on this thing. But emotional pain comes from just not getting something that you want. So it comes at a loss. So a loss means you don't have something that you want to have, right? And it causes pain and hurt. And that's what rejection is at the core of everything, is just not having something that you want and dealing with that. And with that, it's we kind of make up stuff like rejection. We call it rejection. It's not rejection. It's not having something that you want. Like I said that 13 times already. I'm counting. But that is the essence of it. And when you can deal with that, you have enough character to deal with that and know yourself and know that is the core issue. I mean, emotional pain is one thing. It's not having something that you want. And that's like knowing it is the first step of being able to deal with it. Like this is how did this become a serious show? This is a serious show, this episode. Like this is crazy, but I gotta you know what, I gotta spit that knowledge though. I'm sharing my knowledge with the world. Like this is my gift to you all, is my brain. The stuff that I have in my brain, you need to know because it's golden. But anyway, back to the subject. So dealing with it, like there's no, I don't have some Encyclopedia Britannica type definition for a solution. It's just really dealing with it. It's knowing what the issue is. Like that's a lot. That is the core of problem solving, is knowing what the problem is, right? And then you could figure out how to attack it. But it's you knowing that you are not getting, or you don't have the ability to get something that you want. And, relationship wise or person wise, if you attack that, then that's the battle. You know what I mean? If you know, if you walk into a candy store and you have diabetes, or you can't have this candy bar and you're upset, the candy bar didn't reject you. You just can't have it for other reasons, right? I don't know if that's a good analogy, but I'm sticking with it. But what do? You adjust. You say, hey, you know what? I can't have this candy bar. I'll just start eating fruit, I guess. And maybe that'll substitute. But where am I going with this? You know what I'm saying? But dealing with it is part of me. Dealing with it is it's not even dealing with it. It's dealing with yourself. You know what I mean? Like it really is just dealing with yourself. Because like you gotta if you look at it like, why am I saying this so much? I'm unable to get what I want, what I desire right now. Right? If you look at it like that, it's like, well, maybe I should just assess my desires. You start looking at that, right? Then it's like, maybe I should assess myself. Maybe I should look at this space that I'm in. You know what I mean? And I mean like relationship wise, mentally, because everything that you want is not necessarily good for you. Then you got to look at, why do I want this? Or why do I want this person? Why do I want this candy bar? Why do I want this new car? What is it? Do I just like it and I want it in my possession? Do I just want to possess? You know what I mean? You gotta peel back the layers. You gotta get to the middle of that onion. I'll bet it's still an onion. You just gotta get down. Gotta get So, but yeah, I think, man, that was like some straight up Albert Einstein. Well, not Albert Einstein. He wasn't. Uh, what is a who's a well known philosopher? 'Cause I'm spitting straight philosophy right now. Although it is, to kind of sum it up, because I'm tired of talking about it. But I still want to talk. Anyway, it's not rejection. It's you not getting what you want. Look at what you want. Look at wanting stuff. Why do you want stuff? Everything doesn't have to fit in your box. If you got everything that you wanted, you'd be a spoiled millennial. Well, I don't want to joke on millennials. It's because the last show was about Gen X, which is like probably the best generation ever. But if you got everything you wanted, you probably would not. Your character would take a hit. You not getting what you want. Your soul takes a hit, but your character, becomes solid. And that that builds you up for when you actually get what you want. I mean, it's you'll be a better person, and all of that. So anyway, I didn't mean for it to be a serious show, but every now and again, I gotta have one. I have a serious show. I gotta spit that philosophy, because I got a lot of things on the brain, and I'm in like the top 1% in intelligence. I'll just say that. Like I'm pretty smart, man. Like I'm so smart. Like I drive myself crazy. It's like insanity is what is it? Insanity is the product of non-ignorance. I don't know. But whatever I just said, I just made it up. So anyway, that's all I got.